Just by the way he's looking at Link, you can tell he's judging him for not just immediately finding his daughter. Hey everyone, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we got ourselves a new sword, and learned of a greater destiny that pulls towards seemingly Link and Zelda. This time, we're gonna break our pots, and we're gonna get going on this adventure. Start trying to find Zelda. But first, before we do that, I want to show, Fi, our sword, because there is actually a spirit inside of our sword, in case you missed it. And our sword has some abilities that it can do. By pressing down the directional pad, as she said, you'll be brought to this menu here. And there's actually a few things here that can be useful, especially if you're, you know, like, unaware, because a lot of people probably wouldn't even look at this stuff, but there's a lot of stuff you can do. First off is playtime. This is nice because Fi will let you know how long you've been playing. So, for example, the session's been going for 1 minute, total playtime, 1 hour and 30 minutes, no further information. It's nice, it's more of a bonus than anything else, but it's still nice all the same, and it can be good to make sure you're not playing too long at a time, if that's something that, you know, you can struggle with. Objective is really nice. In case you take long breaks from a game, like I sometimes do, this can be a great way to remind yourself what is going on in the game when you get back to it. Click on this. To search for Zelda, I recommend you dive into the column of light in the clouds and fall to the ground below. The column of light is to the south of Skyloft. Yep, and then she'll also remind you of your playtime afterwards. So that can be extremely nice, and it's actually something that I'm glad a lot of games do, but not seemingly enough. And then last is advice. Yes, master, what information do you seek? So these three things are all very different. Summary kind of just speaks for itself after you see her talking. After winning the race in the wind ceremony, you went on to fight with Zelda, when you encountered a storm that caused Zelda to fall to the surface. Shortly thereafter, you entered an old chamber and claimed the goddess sword in which Fi resided. You then used the power of an ancient tablet to open a column of light, landing to the land below. Yet another thing that exists to help you make sure you remember where you are if you take a break from the game. And it can just be nice to get a little refresh, also just, you know, even if you don't really forget, but just to make sure you kind of have everything to wraps or something like that. Hint is exactly as it sounds. She'll give you a hint, though this is a little different. The hints are based off of things like puzzles and stuff like that you are close to, if you're in a room like in a dungeon or something, and a few other small things. But just by default, the hint itself isn't going to be like super useful. And rumors are also just that. Rumors that will kind of push you into the right direction in case you're still struggling. And this can be seen as a bad thing, as I think this is part of the reason, or like just kind of something that kind of feeds into some people's mind that Skyward Sword's holds your hand a little bit too much, meaning that it kind of guides you a little too much and doesn't give you enough freedom, but I don't fully agree with that. But we'll talk about that in a second, because Link. That green uniform looks so adventurous. You sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I can never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. I've put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you. You got the adventure pouch. You can store all kinds of useful items in this handy piece of gear. Indeed. I don't know what else to say other than indeed. It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in it and you'll need on your big journey. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. You should go look. You could buy some potions and a shield. They'd fit into the pouch and they might come in handy on an adventure. Link, I just know you'll find Zelda for us. Well, that was a very nice gift of Fledge, and as you can see now on Link, there's actually some pouches there on his rump, if you will. And that is nice. As he said, that is more inventory slots. I'll kind of get into that as we go, because it isn't really prevalent what that does right now.
Hey, I just saw the news. Of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. On top of all that, Groose won't come out of his room, and Zelda's missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are.
Yeah, charming, aren't you? Said Groose is kind of struggling, which I guess would make sense based on how he talked about Zelda. We should probably check in on him. And his pompadour is droopy. Poor Zelda. This is your fault. You know, you can barely fly straight, yet somehow you beat me in the race. Should've been me up there with her that day. But I guess now I'll just have to be the one to save her. I mean, you know, I feel a little bad, but also he's gross, so you really shouldn't open other people's cupboards without permission. I really don't care, it's Groose, and he had a lot of scarves and stuff. Speaking of Groose's room, he also has a portrait of himself, and if we roll into the wall, we can actually remove one of the hinges from it, so it's just a funny little thing. And he has a punching bag with our face on it. Charming. That's pretty much my life in a nutshell, Link. Okay, there really isn't a ton more we can do inside the academy. There are, of course, rooms I didn't go into, but we'll go into those eventually when they're prevalent. They really... prevalent. Yeah, prevalent. Prevalence, I think, good in that context. I am out of it. Anyway. So now we're out here, and what do you have to say? You have that thought bubble above you. I heard the news, Link. Zelda's fallen down through the clouds and you're going to look for her, is that right? Headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? So that's the famous sword. But it won't do you much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Here, take this with you. So yep, as a reward for kind of going around and talking to people, you actually get something out of it. You got a wooden shield. This light wooden shield breaks easily and can burn, so be careful how you use it. The wooden shield is light and maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all the shields. And also keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. To equip a shield, hold R, select that shield you want to use, and let go of R. If you're not sure how to use a shield, Knight Commander Aegis at the sparring hall will happily teach you. Unfortunately, Professor Baconator is going to be your professor today. So as he said, holding R is actually where our pouch gets opened at, so you can see all the little slots we have. We have 4. We just got an item to fill in 1. The wooden shield, which I guess somehow we store in there, but Zelda's always had that kind of weird storage stuff. But yeah, now we have a shield, and it is something that just doesn't, like as you can see, if you just swing your sword, it's just kind of on your arm, doesn't do much. If you swing either the nunchuck or your left Joy-Con, that's what actually gets you to shield. So there is a little bit of techniques to it, and as the guy said, if you feel like you need it, you can go talk to Aegis, and he can kind of give you the run-through, but I'll kind of explain it when it becomes prevalent. So as we go... Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light it created. The column of light has appeared to the south of our location, and signs indicate that it has created an opening in a cloud barrier to the land below. I must also caution you that descending to the surface armed only with a sword would result in a decreased probability of survival. I just got a shield. Does that change at all? If you're not already done so, I advise you purchase a shield and potions at the bazaar in preparation for your journey. That right there is the start of something, another one of the big complaints people have with Skyward Sword. Fee, fi, fo, fum, fee, or fi. The joke doesn't make much sense anymore, but the sword companion is kind of a point of contention to a lot of people who've played this game. Most people that usually talk about this game that I hear from say they absolutely hate her, and some people think she's just okay and like tolerable, but a lot of people find her annoying, and as you're gonna see, I will kind of agree with at least one part of it, and it's that she tends to pop up a lot when she's not really needed to, like right there with the, you know, I mean, it's nice, I guess, you kind of point out which direction the column is, but then mentioning, you know, the shield and stuff, and it's kind of like, I mean, I get it, you know, I got it. If you said if I needed anything, call you, don't even just pop out of nowhere. But I'll kind of get into my full thoughts about her once we have journeyed with her a little bit, kind of, you know, get to know her, maybe. I mean, she's a robot AI thing, so.
Hey, look up there, it's Beetle's Air Shop, it's here! He sells bunions there, I want one so bad. There's Bill heading down from the shop, and I hear if you read it, Beetle will stop for you and pick you up. How about bail off the ground? You have to launch something to have any hope of reading it.
Is he here? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there it is. That right there is the Beetle's Air Shop. It's a floating house with those little propellers. As he said, there's a giant comically sized bell there that we could ring if we had anything to really throw at it. Unfortunately, we really don't. But, you know, maybe we can come back to that. Also just clipped through that. Oh, okay. But yeah, right now we have no way of really accessing that, but cool all the same. As Fee said, and as a few other people mentioned, we're probably gonna head up here. Not for you, but we'll talk to you to make sure you're new. Pero, I heard you won this wing ceremony. Congratulations, that's incredible. Hey, you don't seem all that happy about winning. What's the matter? Well, I guess I didn't see him, so I was gonna ask where he's been, but clearly he hasn't been anywhere. Going in here, the bazaar. The bazaar is probably one of, if not the most essential, and, well, probably not the most, but it's definitely one of the places you'll be coming back to the most throughout Skyward Sword. Just because there's a lot of things here, and we'll kind of go through all of them here. And there's just a lot to see, and there's a lot that you can do here. Going over here, Gru.
Only one thing to do when you're tired, get some sleep. You can sleep anywhere, there's a bed, you know? So have a different place after the sun goes down, it's no lie. Find a bed, take a nap to sleep until nightfall. It's all kind of curious things to enjoy at night.
Interesting. I have to look at that later, but I don't think I can just steal someone's bed. You have a big ol' set of lips. Dovos. So on the way to becoming a knight now? Right. Congratulations. But I'm sure there's still plenty you don't know. Don't forget to press right on the directional pad if you need a pointer or two. Okay. You.
Next, a dash of pepper. Delicious. Another culinary delight, ready to be savored and enjoyed.
Can we see your face? There's her face. There you go. She may look kind of familiar to someone we've seen, because she is actually the mother of the kid who was talking about Beetle's air shop, who I forget the name of, because I suck with names. So going over here, first things first. Oh, what is this? What is that my eyes behold? Oh, young man, what calamitous visions appear before me. You may choose not to believe me, but my eyes foresee a hazardous, thorny road ahead of you. But I can foresee what will befall you, for I am a fortune teller. Trust my piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent voice. I will do you no harm. Gaze deeply into my eyes and come closer. Well, I mean, what isn't enticing about that? Gaze into my eyes, stare deeply into my eyes. These eyes see many things. Oh yes, these lovely round eyes can see into the future. Allow me to tell your fortune, boy. Do you doubt these eyes? I look upon your shirt, boy, and I see a single thread loose on your sleeve stitching. Nothing can hide from these eyes. Normally I seek 10 rupees to tell a fortune, but this time I'll charge but 1 rupee. So, do you want me to tell you your fortune? Do you dare discover what fate these eyes see? Only 1 rupee. 1 rupee is kind of a steal, so why not? Yes, I knew it. Ah, what a treat. You are the first customer I've had in a while. Oh, I mean, I'm the best at what I do. You can trust these glistening eyes. Very well, let me see what I can see. Yes, your fortune, it's all coming into focus now. Oh, I see many things. All is revealed. Young man, are you about to head into a densely wooded area? Somewhere blanketed in green, yes? Ah, my eyes, they see all. Trees everywhere, yes, many trees. It would serve you well to buy a wooden shield before you travel. I can see that you are a bit young and green yourself, so it couldn't hurt to take a heart potion with you. Well, that's all I can see for the moment. My eyes, they grow weary. Come see me again, if you should lose your way. Good luck, young man. So yep, here is the fortune teller, as we just experienced. Kind of something that goes by, again, a lot of people without them really even stopping to really look outside that first kind of interaction, is you can come to him at any time, and for a mere 10 rupees, which is still, you know, a sizable number of cash, it's less than it needs to be, but he does give you little hints on maybe where you're going to go, what kind of things you may want to stock up on, so if you're new to the game, and, you know, you want to kind of go and prepare to stuff, he can actually really come into handy. But you don't need him, you have me. You'll always have me. Anyway, let's go over to... You have a thought bubble, so you pique my curiosity. Love? I don't... Okay. Hey, you there? Yes, you. The adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up your hearts. Hey, you're one of those knights, aren't you? Or one in training, at least, Let me tell you, one look at you and I can tell you need my potions by the cauldron full, so don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear, I forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it into. For some reason, I like you though, so I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. Oh, it's nothing, it's my little gift. You won't hear me say this often, but you can put other things besides potions in an empty bottle, so it's a useful thing to carry around. For those who didn't know, inside anything that can hold any liquid or object, you can put other things outside of just a liquid in it. You got an empty bottle. You can fill it with all sorts of useful things. A quote that will last us through the entire series. You'll definitely want to come and pick this up, no matter what. I don't think there's any reason not to come grab this before doing anything else. Anything else I do before we go down to the to the surface, I would concede maybe there's some reason you would pass on it. This, however, I see no reason. You might as well pick this up.
Empty bottles fit in your adventure pouch. Press R to take a look. If you ever get to the point where you can't fit any more stuff in your pouch because it's full, you can always drop items off at the item check. So what would you like to buy?
So as you can see, yep, as I said, it does in fact take a slop in our pouch. Nothing to scoop here, but you can scoop stuff up later. I'm gonna go over what these potions do for you guys. Here we have the green one. This one potion completely stops your stamina gauge from being depleted for a little while. However, I haven't quite perfected the formula, so you'll have to wait until it's ready. Please feel free to take a look at my other potions, though. Yep, so this one we cannot purchase yet, but it sounds like once we do, it will temporarily stop our stamina from being able to be drained, which, considering things like the spin attack and stuff use stamina, can be pretty helpful. I'll give you one guess what the red one does. That's a vat of heart potion. Drink this dear and it will replenish 8 hearts. Why don't you pick some up for your adventure? It's only 20 rupees, how about it? My phone went off! Oh no, give me a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't need window shoppers here, dear. Yep, I'm sorry, I just don't really want to buy that currently. But that is a health potion. And what's the blue one do? Slow down, dude. That potion is not quite ready for public consumption yet, but I promise I'll have it out soon. In the meantime, I've got plenty of other great potions for you to try out. Why not have a look? Yep, yet another one that we cannot even get the description for yet. To respect her wishes, I won't tell you yet, but... Yeah, no, I won't. I was going to, but no, we won't. We have this one here. It's like purple. This mysterious elixir is known as the Revelation. Revitalizing potion. I don't know why that was so hard for me. That phone call really, I guess, messed with my mind. Simply pour it onto a broken shield, and in moments the shield will be as good as new. It's amazing. Not only that, but this multi-purpose mixture will even restore 4 hearts. How about some to take on your travel? It's only 30 rupees. So yeah, a little bit more multi-purpose than the red one, a little more expensive to compensate, but it is a way to repair your shield. Because, as you noticed underneath our heart is that little gauge of the shield, that's how much durability our shields have. Yes, they have durability, and if they break, you have to get another one, which we'll get into how to do that in literally just pretty much a few seconds. That is a Guardian Potion. The stuff makes you feel invincible. It's a potion that reduces the damage you take for a little bit of time. If you find yourself facing an opponent who's a little out of your league, this is the potion for you. That kind of potion doesn't come cheap, though, so it's 200 rupees. How about it? We do have enough, but I think we're going to pass on that. I don't really feel like spending all my life savings on that. That is a really good potion, but it's one that we have no real purpose for right now, but we'll get to that later. We have this Luigi-looking guy. I don't know why I always think Luigi when I see him, but he does remind me.
Hello. Welcome to my humble little side business over here. I infuse the potions my wife sells with new ingredients to increase their power.
So you guys are married and you have different shops, because he said this is my own shop? Get help, man.
It's nothing really, just something I like to do. Well, do you have any potions you would like to infuse?
No, not really, but sure.
Oh, no, you don't have any potions to infuse. My wife down there sells potions if you want to speak with her.
Oh yeah, so we don't have any potions, but, you know, So we'll get into that later. Over here, we have a peppy-looking man. Talk to him.
Aha! Customer, hello there, friend. My shop carries the finest products you'll find anywhere. Please take a moment of your senses to savor the wonderful treasures I have prepared for you, just you, my friend. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
How do I buy, I guess, since that's an option?
Oh, yes, allow me to explain. All you need to do is stand in front of any of my wares and press A to examine its beauty. Take your time and shop to your heart's delight. It's always free to look, my friend, and there's no pressure to buy. No pressure at all.
Yep, so here we have some nuts, arrows, and some bomb-looking things, and he will not sell any of these to us, currently, because we have no way of holding these things. But it is worth noting that they are here. Here, as you can see...
Ah, that's a wooden shield. You can use it to block it and repel attacks. You must be careful, though, as it will break if it takes too much abuse. And don't forget about fire. It will burn quite easily. It's an unfortunate property of wood. It could be yours for 50 rupees.
Care to buy, friend? So, yes, in case you either didn't talk to the guy right a second ago, I don't remember his name, Horwell or something. No, Horwell's, I think, the brown arrow. Which one was that guy? I suck with names, bro. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, if you didn't get that shield for free, come back here and get it. Or if yours breaks, you can come back here and get one here. No thanks. Don't really want it. But that is...
That's quite all right, friend. I've got quite a few other fine items in stock, so take your time and look around.
Quite the peddler, this man, and his face reminds me of a certain Zelda character later in the series, but yeah. Funnily enough, if you keep the camera on him but walk away from his shop, he just walks away dejectedly. And then you can see he just looks around a little bit more of a, I guess, normal-ish looking face. Kind of funny. Over here. Hello and welcome to the item check. Want to put stuff from your pouch into storage? Okay. Want to take something out of storage? That's fine. So is anything in your pouch or in storage you want to move? Sure, Beatrice. I think that's your name. Alright, let's see it. Yep, so here is where you can store things or even sell them. We'll get into that later. Can't sell our empty bottles, but you can sell things like the wooden shield, since you can get multiple of them. As you can see, you do lose money from this. You only get 20 rupees back. But if you don't need something, this can be a nice way to make just a little bit of extra cash. As you can see, you have 5 different spots for storage. You can move stuff down here and leave it in here. This is all, you know, pretty nice, especially because we only have, you know, 4 and half of it's already taken up. So this can be nice. Nothing I really want to put in there yet. Okay, thank you. Come again. So that is worth noting, it's there. And something I want to talk about before we get to the last store here is the music. I haven't really talked much about the music, and I will probably keep bringing it up because I like the OST a lot of Skyward Sword. But if you go up to a store, like for example here, the music changes slightly with different instruments, depending on what shop the game essentially kind of thinks you're going to be at. It's like you can see it's a little bit more of a different music track. Slightly, I don't really know what I'm trying to describe, but pretty much have different instruments playing the similar song, which is kind of cool. You. Hey, welcome to the scrap shop. I can use the stuff you find to upgrade your gear and make it even stronger. And if your shield takes a beating, no worries, I can fix that too, so it'll be. Yep, so he can fix your shield, so you don't even have to necessarily buy another one, though we'll get into the kind of that later. Upgrade gear, though, is interesting. You got it, these are all the items you have that I can upgrade right now. He actually can take things you already own and make them better. For example, wooden shield, normal, it would turn into just a normal version of it. A strengthened wooden shield with improved durability. And this is where the materials get in. We already have actually both a Monster Claw and a Jelly Blob. Monster Claw, of course, from a Keese. Jelly Blob from a Choo Choo. We have no way of getting Amber Relics up to this point, so we couldn't have this even by now if we wanted to. And it costs a little bit of money. This is the main reason to carry these resources on you. You want to save these up. A lot of these things are going to be worth it, especially because you may have to reuse some items later. Really, really important shop here. Hold on, I changed your mind? Well, and all the... Yeah, it's fine. Comes through whenever you change it back, little buddy. What? Okay. If we go back here behind the store... Master Link. This treasure chest-like object is a relic of ancient times left by the goddess for her chosen hero. However, I lack any information on how it can be opened at this time. Yep. So, this is a chest that we can't open, as tantalizing as it is. They look like gray chests. They are worth kind of noting where they're at, though, even if just in your head, because it can be nice to, you know in case we ever get the option to open them later. So you may see quite a few of those as we go on. Now, there's everything in the bazaar. I don't really have any reason to buy anything there. You could buy a potion if you wanted to, but I do recommend keeping a bottle open, and at this point we only have one. So I guess I don't recommend buying anything currently. For something I want to do before we head out, this is another person we haven't talked to. Ryan? I have no idea. Hi, Link. Have you seen Kukil anywhere? I swear that child can disappear in the blink of an eye. She's quite a magician. Okay. Interesting. I mean, there's only so many places, unless she fell off the island. I probably shouldn't say that in front of my mother, but I guess she could have fallen off the island, but otherwise I don't really know where she would have gone. Go inside this house here. Wardrobe. You really shouldn't open other people's cupboards without permission. Have a cool little doll there, though. Looks like a bird. I have a giant freaking bed here. Presumably, it's like the 3 little bears as like the different pillows. And this is actually something interesting about Skyward Sword. I'm going to break their pods, because why not? Not that. That's not what I'm talking about, but is the beds. As the guy in the cafe said, how long do you want to sleep? You could actually sleep in anyone's bed in Skyward Sword. I don't know why or how Link gets away with this, but he does. So we're going to sleep until nighttime. This is also how you can change the time, which is nice. Oh, it's a little awkward. These people came home and they woke up to see Link in their bed, so Kukil had to like just crawl over. It's kind of funny to me. Oh, Link, just like Kukil, sleeping, she sure is cutie. It makes all the hard work I do meaningful, gives me reason to keep on doing it. No idea or what Uncle Bat says, silly girl. What are you talking about?
So let's play as Uncle Bats.
Okay. Keese, or Scary, I would be keep an eye on her. Oh, good evening. It's awfully late, but there's something. Wait, is there something I can do for you? Nope. I already got good use out of your bed, and that will be enough for me. Thank you very much. Again, don't know how he gets away with that, but whatever. Coming back outside at night. As he said, Skyloft turns into a kind of different place at night. Monsters actually will start spawning. You can have Keese, Choo-Choos, and a bunch of Mias running around who'll try to hurt you. Yes, a bunch. There's more than one. Or maybe it's implied it's supposed to be the same one, just spread out a bunch. I really don't know. Again, you can't kill them, but you can hit them twice and they'll go away. Get rid of this Choo-Choo. Get rid of that Keese. And we're going to come over here. The women who are doing laundry blocked us off here up until now. And there are a lot of houses. And I'm not going to get into really any of them except for one. Because there's one that could prove useful if you got really lucky or unlucky, depending on how you're looking at it, with drops, and so I find it semi-useful. And also because it's something I think a lot of people go the whole game without knowing, and I don't really blame them, because it's a little bit more of a specific thing, and it's not these pumpkins. I just want more money. That's why I'm doing this. Here, you know what? Let's go do this. I don't know for sure what house it is, because my memory is terrible. I think it's this. Wait. No. I don't think it's this one. I think this is someone else's. I'm not gonna say whose, but I think it's someone else's. Go over here. Is it this one? It's kind of just a gamble, but I think it's one of these two. I just don't know which. If I had to make a wager, I'd like to imagine it's this one, but I'm probably wrong. Let's see. Yes, I am wrong, and I really don't want to talk to anybody here currently, because I want to wait until later, because there's other reasons to come back into these locations, just not really any right now. Kind of want to save them for a better time. How about this one? Again, it really is just a gamble. My memory sucks. All the houses look very similar from the outside to me. No, this is not it either. I thought it was one of those two. Maybe it was. I could have sworn, though, the one I was at earlier was someone else's. Oh wait, is it down here? I thought it was higher up. I know it's not. Wait. Oh, is this it? Dude, I am so bad at this. I apologize. I'm supposed to be kind of a little bit more knowledgeable about this stuff. Like, I act like I know stuff like a big shot. This is the place. Okay, so I found it. So in here we have you, who is doing laundry. You have like the I don't really know how to describe. You kind of have the like the garlic looking head. I love to collect antiques, you know. All the things you see in my house are very old and valuable. Make sure you don't break anything. You already know what that means.
No, how could you? You broke my antique. That's it, you break it, you...
Wait, did she say antiques or antique?
That's it, you break it, you buy it. Let me see now, that was a very expensive antique. Okay, antique, singular. About 20 rupees should suffice, so I guess only one of those were actually an antique. What's that look for? You think I'm just making that number up? That's ridiculous. I know the value of every item in my possession, and I intend to compensate it in full. And next time that happens, we're gonna have words. Yep. So we do lose a little bit of money, but I want to kind of show that. Have a magnificent looking bed here. I guess you guys sleep in 2 different beds, so I don't know what that's about. What's your wardrobe got? Let me guess. I shouldn't look around other people. Yeah, I really shouldn't open other people's cupboards without their permission. Let's talk to him. Hey, what do you need? So when you say, that means you don't have a good reason to be here, huh? What? Think I'm being gruff? Think I'm totally different during the day? Well, I get tired of having to be a smiley shopkeeper all day, alright? Just don't think that this is the real me. Anyway, enough of that. You're here to make some money at my night market, am I right? The night market? Sounds a little dubious. Oh, it's your first time here, isn't it? Oh well. Night is when I do my buying. I buy treasure. And that's not to say I'll just buy any old thing. I can only deal in specific types of treasure. Right, let's get on with it, shall we? Well, today I'm buying these treasures. Bird feather, ancient flower, monster claw, bluebird feather. Monster claw could be good. I kind of want to keep it though, since that's actually something that is used a lot in upgrades. But yeah, as he kind of said, he'll only buy oh, really? Okay, well, hopefully you'll come back again sometime. You could come here and sell off your extra materials if you have some extra, or if you just need a little bit of money, even if you don't have extra. And it is nice. However, as he said, he only buys specific types of treasure. Every night, he'll rotate 4 random ones in here, and he'll give you different prices depending on the rarity of them. And the amount you sell, of course. Again, it's nice just if you need a little bit of money. There are better ways of making money later on.
But it is something that you can do if you find yourself getting like a ton of an early material. And again, if I had like multiple of either of those, I probably would sell it. And we'll probably sell some to them later. But right now, I really just have no reason to. There's nothing I really foresee myself needing. Let's go over here because I think this is where we're going to take a little bit of a rest. Next time in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Our journey will actually maybe continue. We've made some preparations. We've met a few more new people. And there's a few more stops I want to make before we head out. I can't wait to see you guys then.